Next on this special early edition of Apple Valley News Now, we give you a quick update on two massive fires still burning in our region. Plus, a homeless shelter in Wapato is suddenly closed, sending nearly 24 people out on the street, what we know so far. And President Biden speaking to the nation after dozens of people, including 3 Americans, are released. The latest coming up. Stacey?
And we've got excessive heat warnings in place. We're going to see a big heat wave. How long is it going to last? I'll get to all those details in your First Alert weather forecast.
This is Apple Valley News Now, Special Edition, on your side.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for joining us on this 1st of August. I'm Austin Reed. Let's get started with our forecast right off the top. Our heat wave begins again, but how long will we have to brace it this time? Stacey joining us from our weather center to kick us off.
So, do you want the good news first or the bad news? So the bad news is, yes, it's going to be dangerously hot, especially tomorrow. You're already feeling those temperatures today. The good news is it's short-lived. Now, we are going to remain hot, but not quite what we're going to be seeing tomorrow, where we could see temperatures approaching 110 degrees. Therefore, we have our excessive heat warning in place with heat advisories all through the Pacific Northwest. Add to that, we've got fire weather red flag warning for the Cascade Mountains and even the central Blue Mountains as well. So we want to be very fire wise. Tracking some smoke in the Yakima Valley today. Air quality has been okay. We'll get a little bit closer look at that coming up in a little bit. 66 for your overnight lows. Clear and warm, very light winds, so that air not circulating. This is what we potentially could be seeing for tomorrow. Sunny and hot with those winds 3 to 6 miles an hour. So to recap, clear and warmer tonight, dangerous heat for us tomorrow, increased smoke and haze through the area. Fire danger extremely high. I'll get to all the details in your First Alert full weather forecast. Austin?
Lots to talk about, Stacey. Thank you. We'll see you soon. Let's take a look now at one of the big fires we have been tracking for over a week now. Let's take a look at the Retreat Fire. This is in Yakima County. So far, the blaze has burned over 31,000 acres. At last check, it is at 37% containment. There are still some evacuation orders in place as well. Now to Oregon, where fire crews have been fighting the Battle Mountain Complex fire. It has burned over 173,000 acres. There are still some evacuation notices in effect in Grant, Morrow, and Umatilla counties. The fire is reported to be at 19% contained this afternoon. Yakima County Fire District 5 tonight warning people in the White Swan community that some kind of people, they're going door to door saying that they are either with the fire department and they're asking for disaster assistance. They say these people are also asking for personal information. These people are trying to scam you. If someone like this visits you, make sure to call the Yakima Nation Police. Now back to Washington and over in Grant County for the Road 20 fire. Authorities say a Soap Lake man has been arrested. They say it appears he was burning trash outside, and that's what started the fire. The blaze began on Tuesday and evacuated an area right around Road 20 east of Road B Northeast. 4 vehicles, 4 RVs, and 7 outbuildings were destroyed in the fire. 1 person was taken to the hospital to be treated for smoke inhalation. And it is heating up, but people living without shelter in the city of Wapato are now without resources during the day. Noah's Ark is usually open 24/7, but shelter officials this afternoon say they have temporarily stopped providing services during the day. A board official told Apple Valley News Now it was due to staffing issues, but a sign posted on the door says it's due to maintenance and safety repairs. Meanwhile, many of the residents spending their days out on the sidewalk in the heat, waiting to be let back in.
The chief had food people, I guess, swing by here in vans and got outreach out here, which is very good. Other than that, I don't know what's going on today with everything, but so far it sucks in the heat.
Yeah, Camp Hope's outreach team is now transporting any residents who want to receive services to their shelter in Yakima. Listen to this story. A teen is accused of driving under the influence and running from deputies. This happened in Pasco last night. A deputy with the Franklin County Sheriff's Office was refueling at a gas station on Road 68 and Sandifer Parkway when he saw the driver of a truck go through the intersection. The deputy then followed the direction of the driver and found the truck parked in the intersection of Boulder Drive and Rio Grande Lane. When the driver saw the deputy, authorities say he took off and the deputy was given permission to chase him. The deputy says the driver tried to make a turn onto Valdez Lane but hit the curb and disabled the truck. The driver identified is a 15-year-old boy who had warrants as well for his arrest. We have a major health alert for you. This is in Morrow County. Oregon public health officials say the West Nile virus has been detected in mosquitoes in the county. The infected mosquitoes were found about 3 miles west of Aragon on the Umatilla National Wildlife Refuge McCormick Slough. People who are infected with West Nile, well, they can become sick and it can last for days or several months. Sometimes it can be fatal. When you are outside, make sure to wear repellent and wear long sleeves and pants in mosquito-infested areas. Now to a major world story tonight. The largest prisoner swap between the U.S. and Russia since the Cold War happened today. The unexpected exchange involved several countries. Some of the prisoners released are Americans. Laura Aguirre has the latest.
They are free. Wall Street Journal reporter Evan Gerskovich and former U.S. Marine Paul Whelan are safely in U.S. care this hour, released as part of the largest prisoner swap between the U.S. and Russia since the Cold War. In all, 7 countries and 24 detainees were involved in the complex exchange. At the White House, President Joe Biden was joined by several members of the hostages' families.
Multiple countries helped get this done. They joined the difficult, complex negotiations at my request. So for anyone who questions whether allies matter, they do. They matter.
For Whelan, his release ends more than 5 years in a Russian hard labor colony after being convicted for espionage. Gerskovich was recently sentenced to 16 years in Russia for the same, after being held for nearly a year. The State Department had designated all U.S.-related prisoners as wrongfully detained. More than a dozen Russian prisoners were part of the swap, among them a colonel with the Russian Secret Service who was jailed in Germany, the highest-ranking prisoner demanded by Russian President Vladimir Putin.
Vadim Krasikov. This is a guy who killed someone in a Berlin park in 2019. He's an operator. This is a murderer.
The reality of hostage, if we sat around and waited for equal deals, we'd bring nobody home. This is going to be a legacy piece for President Biden.
We stand for freedom, for liberty, for justice, not only for our own people, but for others as well. And that's why all Americans can take pride in what we've achieved today.
I'm Laura Aguirre reporting.
Of the 24 prisoners released, 16 were Russians, 3 were U.S. citizens. Some were also considered Russian political prisoners. In more local news tonight, the Pasco School District and Fowler General Construction are celebrating a milestone for a brand new school for the city of Pasco. Apple Valley News Now's Monique Ledesma says the ceremony was full of excitement.
The Pasco School District celebrates a milestone at a construction site of the Pasco School District's Sageview High School with a topping out ceremony. A topping out ceremony is a long-standing construction tradition marking the completion of a building's frame. This event celebrates the hard work and progress made of the high school. I spoke with Raquel Martinez, Sageview High School principal, and she says this final beam is more than the completion of a building's framework, but recognizing Pasco's prideful community.
It's another way to say that we are Pasco. You know, it's understanding that we do things together, we're stronger together, and so it's another way to say that, hey, we understand the needs of our students, and going to a school of more than 3,000, that has an impact on our students, and so opening up another high school to alleviate the crowding in both of our other 2 comprehensive high schools means a lot for our community, and for our students and their learning, and so we're very excited and blessed to have this opportunity.
You can sign the name of your station.
Thank you. At the event, people were able to sign the final beam before it was added to the high school, and Apple Valley News Now was honored to be part of this signing opportunity. Martinez says the classroom doors for this new high school open next fall. Monique Ledesma, Apple Valley News Now.
How cool, Monique, signing away. Thank you so much. Hey, coming up next on this special early edition of Apple Valley News Now, a popular floral shop in Kennewick is on the move. We're going to talk with the owners of Shelby's Floro. That's coming up. And another historic day in the books for Team USA as individuals in gymnastics and swimming. Yeah, you know who they are, coming away with the gold. And let's take a live look outside. In Richland, we're just below 100 degrees, but that's just the beginning. Stacy's tracking a warm-up when we come back.
I have worked with Senator Curtis King for the past 2 years, and I know how much he cares about the constituents in his district. He is well respected by both parties. He is results-oriented, and he works very hard for the district.
We got to elect Curtis King. He has a proven record. We're very lucky to have him as a representative in the Senate.
There is no better candidate for the job than Senator Curtis King.
I'm Senator Curtis King, and I'd appreciate your support. Thank you.
Something is weird. Look around. All possible Triple Play customers are perfectly represented right now.
Wait, really?
There's the family, the group of adult friends, kids on their school trip,
and the first date couple, and the grandparents with their grandkids.
It's just too perfect. I knew it. They're shooting a commercial.
I thought we were better than that.
Triple Play has fun attractions for everyone, including go-karts, mini golf, and many more, all attached to a cozy hotel.
We just thought...
If it's hidden, you might get bitten.
It's been a summer of off-road adventures at Legends Casino Hotel, but now we've gone completely off the rails. We're giving away not one, but 2 winning Gone Wild vehicles in August, including a new Volkswagen Atlas Crossport on the 22nd and a Dodge Ram 1500 Bighorn on the 29th. Just remember to pack your Legends rewards card to earn entries for a chance to win cash or 2 new off-road adventure vehicles. Then again, if driving around in a 2024 VW Atlas or Dodge Ram Bighorn isn't your bag, you could always just sit on your front porch petting your dog. Yeah, right.
This Friday through Monday only, it's the anniversary 4-day super sale at Furniture Row. And that means the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Find great deals throughout the store, like the Keaton sofa, now only $8.98. The Largo Dining Group, only $8.99. The Christo Queen Bed, just $4.99. And save up to $300 on our Doctor's Choice lineup. Or get 60 months, no interest. But hurry, the anniversary 4-day super sale at Furniture Row ends Monday.
As a Trump-endorsed candidate for Congress against Dan Newhouse, I knew I'd be attacked from multiple fronts. But some of the lies my opponents have been spreading are downright ridiculous. So let's settle the beef. I'm a cattle-raising, gun-carrying, brisket-loving conservative, and I believe in the American dream. I believe in lower taxes and that our farms and ranches make us prosperous and more secure. Eastern Washington deserves a representative that is honest and transparent. So vote for the conservative we deserve. I'm Jared Sessler, and I approve this message.
Josh Cobra, First Alert Weather on Good Morning Northwest from Apple Valley News Now, on your side.
Welcome back, everybody. Apple Valley News Now's Restaurant Showdown is looking for the best in our area. We started about 3 weeks ago now with 64 restaurants, and after 3 rounds and more than 5,000 votes, only 8 restaurants remain. To vote for your top 4 restaurants, use your mobile, scan the QR code on your screen right now, or if you'd rather vote on a desktop or laptop, click on Contests at applevalleynewsnow.com and then select Restaurant Showdown. After voting, be sure to enter for a chance to win a $25 gift card from STCU. Well, we first told you about this yesterday, but we have new information for you tonight. Yakima Valley has been voted the #1 wine region in USA Today's 2024 10 Best Reader's Choice Awards. Wine experts came up with a short list of 20 regions, and voters from across the country narrowed it down to the top 10, with Yakima taking the #1 spot. Yakima Valley tourism officials say a designation like this will hopefully show more people what the region has to offer, including its 90 wineries.
Most definitely it could have an economic impact if it encourages folks to come and visit and potentially down the road choose to come here more frequently or even relocate a business.
Now, you can find more information about the Valley's wine region and its offerings available on the Yakima Valley Tourism website. Well, Shelby's Floral has officially opened its brand new location. Apple Valley News Now spoke with the owner of Shelby's Floral, Jackie Brown, and she says her previous location was on Edison. It was open for 27 years. There were some uncertainties about what would happen with her original location, but Brown says instead of worrying, she decided to buy her own building. Now the new location on Clearwater in Kennewick is open. Brown says she has been a part of the small business community for about 50 years, and she has felt right at home since the start of her journey.
I had an aunt that was a florist, and so when I was 14, I went to work for her and just loved the flower business, and I've stayed in it ever since. And the Tri-Cities has been home. I'm homegrown here. I was born and raised here.
Brown says there will be a ribbon cutting ceremony on August the 16th. It starts at 11 o'clock in the morning, and that will celebrate the grand opening. Team USA with the most medals so far at the 2024 Paris Summer Olympics. Simone Biles and Sunny Lee helped add to that medal count with their spectacular performances in the individual all-around competition. Reporter Ines de la Huerta has a look at some of the highlights from today's competition.
Simone Biles was already the most decorated American gymnast at the Olympics, and today she added to her medal count, competing in the individual all-around along with teammate Sunny Lee. The first time two previous individual all-around gold medalists have competed head-to-head and from the same team. Biles with a big hop coming out of her vault, but with the level of difficulty, her score didn't suffer. A disappointing performance on the uneven bars for Biles, but then shining on balance beam and then electrifying on the floor. Teammate Sunny Lee with a beautiful performance on the uneven bars and guaranteeing herself a spot on the podium after her floor routine. Biles taking the gold, Lee grabbing the bronze.
But at the end of the day, it is crazy that I am in the conversation of greatest of all athletes because I just still think I'm Simone Biles from Spring, Texas that loves to flip.
Katie Ledecky back in the pool today, this time for the women's 4x200 freestyle relay. This is Ledecky's 13th career medal, making her the most decorated American woman swimmer in Olympic history. The team winning the silver medal. U.S. rowing back on top, the men's 4 capturing the first U.S. gold in 64 years. Nick Mead, Justin Best, Michael Grady, and Liam Corrigan, who all train at the California Rowing Club, taking the top spot. Grady saying it was almost like a dream.
To have our national anthem playing and have the gold around our neck is, nothing short of amazing.
And our thanks to that reporter for the story. The weather continues to plague these 2024 Paris Summer Games, though, with another event postponed amid heavy rain. This time, it was the men's 20-kilometer walk.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And the ladies' beach volleyball, got rained out today as well. Heavy rain there. That's where all the water is. It's not so much here. The heat is here as we have heat warnings and excessive heat warnings in place and watches all over the Pacific Northwest. Very dangerous heat for us tomorrow. The good news is short-lived. We cool down slightly Saturday, but we're going to stay in those triple digits. We're getting monsoonal air coming from the southwest, desert southwest. Here's the Four Corners, pushing that heat right on like a fire hose into our area, where we potentially could break some records tomorrow, so be prepared for that. We've also been tracking smoke and haze with all the wildfires in our area. You can see that smoke and haze just kind of hanging over the Yakima Valley on our Bi-Mart at Tanham Ridge Skycam. 98 degrees, winds at zip, so the smoke just sits there. Sunset tonight at 8:26. Let's talk about future smoke forecast. Again, visible satellite. This is what's going on right now. So this lighter gray color is just that smoke and haze over Yakima, but as you get closer to the retreat fire, that's where you see the very unhealthy air. That's mainly in the mountains there, just outside of the White Pass Highway, Highway 12, which has been closed. So air quality right now moderate, but we're going to keep a close eye on that because it could start getting worse. Now, Futurecast doesn't go out very far into the future, about 18 hours or so, but this is what we're looking like. Now, this is where we potentially could be seeing that very unhealthy air quality around 2 o'clock in the morning. warning in the Yakima area. So just be aware of that. If you're sensitive, you definitely want to close those windows tonight and make sure your filtration system is up to par for that dense smoke coming through the area tonight. We do have a red flag warning. This is the central Washington Cascade Mountains. We're also keeping an eye on the Blues, but this wildfire threat is there all the way through Sunday. Very low humidity. We're talking single-digit numbers with breezy winds. Any fires that start could spread rapidly. And again, our satellite kind of showing you that on this Futurecast model. Now tonight, temperatures are going to be on the warm side, not cooling down a whole lot. Look at this. We only hit 69 and 70. And it only stays there for about an hour and then it starts heating back up. So we don't get a lot of heat relief overnight. 71 overnight in Yakima, very warm overnight lows, and those will continue to jump up. Let's talk about tomorrow's trends and temperatures as we're going to hit our hottest day of the week. To plan your day out, you want to get those outdoor activities done, before 9 o'clock in the morning, because by 9 you're already close to 80 degrees in the Tri-Cities. Same thing, 84 degrees by 9 a.m. tomorrow in Yakima. Hermiston, you're looking at the 90s by noon, close to the triple digits. And in Walla Walla, you're going to be hitting those triple digits right around 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So plan those outdoor activities accordingly. Now, the smoke and haze mainly impacting the Yakima area. We have a very slight chance of a stray thunderstorm coming through Saturday. Looks a little more promising towards the foothills of the Blues. Same thing for the Tri-Cities. Dangerous heat, though. Look at that, nearly 110 degrees. We stay in the triple digits and then just below. So we're kind of on that temperature roller coaster once again. Now, this is where we want to pay close attention to potential dry lightning, which could spark fires. And that's through the weekend along the foothills of the Blues with that dangerous heat once again tomorrow. It is a weather alert day. Hazy conditions also in Hermiston with that smoke kind of gathering through the Columbia River Gorge. Dangerously dry, and those temperatures staying nice and hot, heating back up to 104 on Thursday. So very hot day tomorrow. Start hydrating now. Stay inside if smoke and haze bothers you, especially in Hermiston and in the Yakima area. Still to come, your viewer photo of the day. Austin?
See you then, Stacey. Thank you. We're going to be back with a preview of what you will see on Apple Valley News Now after tonight's NFL preseason game. Don't go anywhere.
Newscasts anytime with Apple Valley Plus on Roku, Apple Fire, and smart TVs.
From Apple Valley News Now, here's your 2-minute take.
Welcome to your 2-minute take. I'm Jason Valentine, coming to you from Lifetime Dental Care in Richland, and I have the head honcho with us, Dr. Michael Breyer. Doctor, how are you today?
Great, Jason. Thanks for coming.
Absolutely. Always a pleasure to come here and talk with you. And, you've always had the tenet to make people comfortable, take the fear out of dentistry, and you really see that when they enter the building. You make it an effort to make them comfortable. What's the thinking behind that?
Well, trying to raise a standard, Jason, on what people's expectations are from dentistry, and then follow that by letting them feel comfortable, not with just how they feel when they come through, but how they're greeted, how our team has many hours of training given to them, and then ultimately, collectively, the over 50 years of experience now that we have with our doctor crew, that they're getting a product that they can be, comfortable in.
Absolutely. And with this comfortability, I'm sure you see a difference in your patients. They relax a little bit more when they're in here, correct?
Exactly. They mention to us often that they don't feel like they're in a dental office. They're actually in a position where they can get relaxed, think about what they're about to have done, and not feel scared about it.
Sure. Did you ever have a patient who came in who was petrified of the dentist and you were able to allay their fears? Tell me about that.
Almost every day. And it's a lot about previous or past experiences with them, and we're trying to overcome that and get them to realize that the dentistry is no longer like that. We can do things remarkably kinder, gentler, and make them feel better when they leave rather than when they came in.
And that's what Lifetime Dental Care is all about. So, thank you so much, Doctor.
Jason, I love having you here.
Absolutely. I love being here as well. If you are a little trepidatious about seeing the dentist, give these guys a try. That's your 2-minute take.
Tiffany Smiley is not who she says she is.
Tiffany Smiley started a PAC claiming to raise money to support conservative candidates, but contributions were funneled to pay off her own $1 million campaign debt.
Of the almost $800,000 she raised, only $24,800 went to candidates. Instead, Tiffany used the money on luxury travel and to try to pay off her massive debt.
Tiffany Smiley deceived her donors. Don't let her deceive you.
I'm Dan Newhouse, and I approve this message.
So what do you think about these?
We're going to take everything.
From design and products to removal and installation, Rebath is with you through every step of your remodel. Call us or visit rebath.com and save $1,000 off your complete bathroom remodel.
We have a quick heads up for you. Coming up tonight, we have brand new information about this year's Tri-Town Get Down Music Festival in Richland. We're going to hear from the organizer of the event, so make sure you tune in for his side of things. Again, that's coming up. We'll be right back. For now, stay with us.
A good time for all on Deer Lake. Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday.
I have worked with Senator Curtis King for the past 2 years, and I know how much he cares about the constituents in his district. He is well respected by both parties. He is results oriented, and he works very hard for the district.
We got to elect Curtis King. He has a proven record. We're very lucky to have him as a representative in the Senate.
There is no better candidate for the job than Senator Curtis King.
I'm Senator Curtis King, and I'd appreciate your support. Thank you.
Usually when people knock on your doors, they're trying to sell you something, but we're actually here to give you money.
DSAMA is this month's winner of Volunteers Count.
We have fosters throughout the Tri-Cities. We have about 50 total. And so my home is usually the home where all the animals come in to sort of do, our intakes.
STCU honors volunteers in our community. To nominate someone, click on Volunteers Count at AppleValleyNewsNow.com.
Live Sunday, September 15th, it's the Emmys. Find out who wins the year's top honors.
I have to put this down. I still don't have the strength.
Oh, sorry about that. Sorry.
When television's biggest night comes to ABC.
I love this part. And the Emmy.
The Emmy goes to...
I'm a winner, baby!
The Emmys, live Sunday, September 15th on ABC and next day on Hulu.
It's the all-new Apple Valley News Now weekend with local news, regional news, first alert weather, and much more every Saturday and Sunday, including a complete wrap-up Sunday night at 11. Apple Valley News Now weekend from Apple Valley News Now, always on your side.
Hey, good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Good morning, Northwest. Good morning, Northwest.
Good morning, Northwest.
Are you ready? Covering the biggest events right now.
There's a lot going on here.
You don't just see it, you feel it.
I'm in.
I am in.
I'll be there.
I'm in.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
Good morning, Northwest, and good morning, America.
Now that's good.
My name's Morgan Guillory. I am a cleaning lady, a single mom with 3 kids, and an IQ north of 160. So helping the cops solve a murder? It's literally the easiest part of my day.
What is she supposed to do?
Spot the things my detectives miss.
Ta-da! This is my first interrogation. When do we get to hit him with the phone book? You want me to go in there and flip the table over?
No.
Friday, August 9th, the Dust Devils battle Spokane on Apple Valley News Now's Family Feast Night, and we're giving away tickets. To enter, click on contests at AppleValleyNewsNow.com. The Dust Devils Family Feast Night. See you at the game.
And welcome back. Viewer photo of the day, Kathy Talbot. You know what, Kathy? I was in that area over the weekend. I saw wild horses for the first time. Weather photos easy to submit. Use the QR code on the right side of your screen. Thank you for sharing, Kathy.
All right, and we'll see you back here after the NFL preseason. Thank you for joining us. Hoping your news is good news.
Can I say it?
What?
Go Hawks.
Are they even playing? Good night.